You're listening to Francis Oblivion and the Mad Undead by J. Johnson Higgins. This audiobook edition is a Kiss the Widow production.
Chapter 24. A Stolen Year.
Journal of Adrian Eckenrode, October 20th. And that is my account of the creature we now call Francis Oblivion. After Becca destroyed the creature, things gradually began to return to what we could call normal. The mad undead that would have been down in the lowest level of the facility had all but disappeared with the demise of Francis. They had no leader to ferry them back and forth between our world and the underworld to avoid the light. The daylight consumed them as well. The others that were still outside the facility stood no chance against the direct sun. From what remained, one could conclude that Francis was never here, but I can tell you otherwise, and so could Becca. That is what we have done here in these entries. Within a short time, all reminders of the recent storm began to clear away, even the dampness of the roads. After we caught our breaths, Becca and I walked along the road to find her motorcycle. It was right where I'd left it. As we approached, Becca said to me,
"I want to thank you for helping me get this sorted out. I don't think I could have done it without you."
"Don't thank me yet. It's my understanding that we're just getting started here. You have to bring it all back first, and when you do, that's when the real game begins. How do you rebuild this world?" I pulled out the sanctuary and showed it to her. She took it.
"Are you sure you don't want a little vacation from it all first?"
She thought for a moment as I stared at her.
"Okay, you're right. I think it's about time."
Becca pulled the cork on the bottle and flung the contents before her. A misty and sparkly haze consumed the air, and within moments we could see the world change before us. I began to wonder if it had all been a dream. From everything I could see, it was as if it had all been a dream. It must have been. My vision became cloudy, and then it felt as if I'd fallen asleep. I found myself waking up in my apartment just like the day I first learned that everyone was missing, but already things seemed different. The lights came on, there was power, and the moon was not the blood red it had been for months. I looked at my calendar and noticed that the date was set back. It was the first day of spring again. It was cold but spring, nonetheless. I heard and saw people outside the window. Not knowing what to make of it, I looked over my agenda and attempted to carry out the day as originally planned, but before I could leave, I heard a knock at the door. I opened it and there was Becca, helmet in hand.
In case the idea crossed your mind, the answer is no, it wasn't all a dream. It was all very real,"
she said as she invited herself in and walked past me. "So how does this work? I'm trying to figure out how I should conduct myself."
"It works like this. I brought us back to the time before the nuclear strike. It's the moment I'd cast the spell, the furthest I can go, so the buildings are all still standing. We have a stolen year where no time has passed. That is how you put everyone into a sanctuary. No one knows about that year except for me and you, unless, of course, we tell them. To them, it just looks like we've had strange weather and global conflicts in the last several months. There are no worlds to rebuild except our own personal ones. I, for one, am currently a wanted fugitive for the arson that took place in this very apartment complex."
"Then what are you doing here? You need to hide."
"No. I'm going to turn myself in. Cooperate, essentially. I'm innocent. You know that. I'll need you to help set the record straight. This should be easier to do now that the entire justice system isn't under Francis's control. Start with the fire department and police records for January 18th. Request them. They're public records, and they must be able to produce them. When they do, they will see that the accusation and the warrant was produced in error and for a detective who does not exist."
"What about everything else that happened? Should we keep it all a secret? Francis, the mad undead, and..." I hesitated for a moment. "Us."
"Adrian, I think we should tell the world."
This story is 100% original and written by a human, yours truly, the author. AI was not used to write, prompt, organize, or otherwise generate this story. This audiobook edition was, however, created using licensed text-to-voice software with a lifelike casting and intonation manually adjusted and refined line by line by me, and art in and of itself. The theme music was written and produced by Kiss the Widow. If you like what you've found so far, please like and follow, subscribe, and share. Also, please be sure to check out my socials.